Go.
Hi, my name is Christina Pierre-Rene, and this is my persuasive speech on texting and driving.
Dun, dun, dun. Here's our audience.
Do you mind actually standing up?
Yep.
Okay. We have all seen those commercials where a driver takes their eyes off the road for a few seconds to check their phone. And in those few seconds, their life is changed forever. A fatal car crash has occurred, and now someone is dead. About 4 or 5 years ago, I was walking home from the train station. As I got to Windsor Street, I noticed a bunch of commotion going on Main Street. So I crossed over to see what was going on, because whenever I'm near my house, I want to make sure that my mom is okay and my sister's okay. So I walked over to see what was going on. I noticed there was a car with the windshield shattered. Then I noticed a bike that looked like it had been run over. And as I got a little closer, I noticed a pool of blood that was covering the street. I asked a woman who was standing there what happened, and she told me the driver was on his phone when he struck the biker. At that moment, I realized how irresponsible I have been and made a conscious decision to no longer text while driving. After seeing the devastating results of texting while driving, each of us here should take a stance against texting and driving, because this is a dangerous habit to have. Our lives and the lives of our family and our friends are affected by this. I'm going to persuade you to no longer text while driving by first telling you the effects it can have on society, telling you the consequences if the legal consequences if found guilty, and finally giving you a few tips on how to improve this behavior. As drivers, we know it is dangerous to text and drive, but yet we all still do it anyways. We have all had that moment where we're driving and on our phones and then look up and have to slam on our brakes in order to avoid hitting the car in front of us. According to the HuffingtonPost.com, January 2015, while driving at a speed of 55 miles an hour, taking your eyes off the road for a mere 5 seconds to check an incoming text message is equivalent to driving the length of a football field blindfolded at 55 miles an hour. Can you imagine hitting an obstacle course at 55 miles an hour? Imagine having a child in the car with you, or hitting the car in front of you with a pregnant woman inside of it, or even an elderly couple. It only takes a few seconds. According to BostonGlobe.com, May 2016, the habit has had devastating effects. Nationally distracted-related crashes killed 3,179 people and injured an estimated 431,000 people each year. That is approximately 8 people dead, 1,180 people injured every single day. Many states across the U.S. have made it illegal to text while drive. Some states have gone as far as to make it illegal to use your phone at all while driving. The consequences of texting and driving can range from state to state. When driving and found guilty of texting, a driver's penalty could be as minimal as a $25 ticket, or a more severe consequence of jail time if fatalities have occurred. The more time an individual is caught texting while driving, the consequences and penalties increase. According to drivinglaw.org, in the state of Massachusetts, if a driver is found guilty of texting while driving, their first offense, they will receive a $100 ticket, a $250 ticket for their second offense, and a $500 ticket with surcharges to their insurance, their third and subsequent offenses. Now, I'm not sure about y'all, but a $100 ticket for a text message that I could check 10 minutes after reaching my destination? No thank you. According to the BostonGlobe.com, view data from the State Transportation Department on 18,383 tickets issued for texting while driving from the year the practice became illegal in 2010 in mid-April to last year. Findings from this data include people 40 and younger received 3/4 of the tickets, 56.4% of the tickets went to men, and the most common time of the day to be ticketed is between 4 and 6 p.m. Now that we know why we should not text while driving, I'm going to tell you how we can make the roads a safer place for us all. And here are a few tips from fcc.gov, September 2017. First, be informed. Know the laws and penalties if found guilty in the state that you're in. Knowing what you may be facing might just be what you need to know to help you to fight the urge of checking your phone. Second, we need to lead by example. As drivers ourselves, we should not be on our phone while we're driving. And if we have people in the car with us, especially our youth, this is a prime time to show them the proper behavior they should be exercising. And third, keep it out of reach. Keep it in your purse in the back seat, keep it in your trunk, or even keep it on airplane mode until you reach your destination. In conclusion, now that we have talked about the devastating effects texting and driving can have, the legal consequences, and how to improve this behavior, remember, when you're driving, don't be the next storyline for that anti-texting and driving commercial. And if you're receiving a text message from someone you know is driving, tell them to respond to you when they reach your destination, because you don't want to be that person who they were responding to if something bad was to happen. Thank you.